these alligators are way back in the swamp, and when the water drops down, they come out. But right now, they're up in there.
Make some noise. I think that call, I think it's gonna pull that big one out.
With exceptional hunting skills and unrivaled survival instincts, Pickle Wheat is far from being an average American woman. Right from her early years, instead of playing with sandcastles like other kids, she was out there, bravely hunting alligators in order to protect her community, even if it meant putting herself in danger, and this made Pickle famous as the go-to person for gator hunting. But how did she become so skilled and respected? Let's take a look at Pickle's dangerous and adventurous life, uncovering her fascination with wild species. The unique life in Louisiana's Atchafalaya Basin. While the world of gator hunting might seem very foreign to a lot of people, it has proven to be quite a compelling watch on the History Channel series Swamp People. The show focuses on a set of alligator hunters whose French-Canadian ancestors settled in Louisiana's Atchafalaya Basin in the 18th century. Like their ancestors, the cast members of Swamp People are trying to maintain their way of life by providing for themselves. Since the show debuted in 2010, there have been a lot of different cast members who have come and gone. In Season 12, viewers were first introduced to Cheyenne Pickle Wheat, also known as Pee-wee, whose family has a long history of looking for gators. She's one of just a few women featured on the show, and she has a huge fan base. Pickle is also featured in the spin-off Swamp People Serpent Invasion. To begin with, let's take a look at her early life and family. Pickle Wheat is a reality TV personality and alligator hunter. She gained immense popularity following her appearance on the Hunter Channel's series Swamp People. She is the mother of one child and currently resides in Pierre Part, Louisiana, United States. Her zodiac sign is Virgo. The reality TV star was born Cheyenne Nicole Wheat in Padres, Louisiana, United States. She is 28 years old as of 2023. She was born on September 21, 1995, to parents Eddie and Missy Wheat in Poydras, Louisiana. As the daughter of Eddie and Missy Wheat, she grew up alongside her brother, James Wheat. Her father is an American entrepreneur and alligator hunter who runs a family business, Wheats and Custom Calls. Born into a family of four, Cheyenne and her family had a long history of being swampers. Her great-grandfather was one of the original alligator hunters in St. Bernard Parish. Missy was raised in a loving and caring family by her parents, who instilled in her the values that she carries to this very day. Wheat's introduction into the family's long-standing legacy of gator hunting was a cherished family affair. She was first introduced to the family's legacy by her grandfather, and she credits him for the wheat. To Pickle, her grandfather had a unique style of shooting that managed to keep his people safe and feed them for many years. He also did all these things, even though they were unnoticed by the society growing around them. She further added that it's important to her and her family to continue to share what they've learned from their ancestors and to keep following the grain. In her words, this practice keeps them rooted and happy. This alone proved one thing, that Wheat's words were an expression of the pride and joy their family held towards their heritage and traditions. While fans best know her as Pickle Wheat, her real name is Cheyenne Wheat. She previously revealed to the Louisiana Sportsman that she was given the unique nickname by her father. Wheat explained that her nickname came from my daddy. Her middle name is Nicole, and when you say Cheyenne Nicole enough, it starts to sound like a shiny pickle. She added that she got obsessed with pickles at a young age. Although Cheyenne's life in the swamp can be described as interesting and invigorating, she is also actively involved in the lives of her family. As a result of the close bond that they share, Cheyenne's brother, James Wheat, and her parents operate the family's business, Wheats and Custom Calls, while Cheyenne contributes whenever she's not filming or held up by the activities that surround her life. On her Instagram feed, Pickle showcases how outdoorsy she is. She's often using a crossbow, showing her kills, and interacting with animals, particularly gators. When she's not doing that, she can be seen spending time with her beautiful daughter, whom she gave birth to in April 2023. The family operates a gun shop, and Cheyenne, with her knowledge of guns, often lends her expertise for the promotion of the business, ensuring that the family business continues to thrive and serve the community. While we hail Cheyenne as a great gator hunter, Let's look at how life in Louisiana as a gator hunter has been for her. Louisiana's fascinating gator industry. Louisiana is at the heart of alligator country, with a gator population of approximately 1.5 million gators. In addition to their wild population, it is estimated that another 500,000 alligators are found on commercial alligator farms within the state. For those interested in heading alligator hunting in Louisiana, the wild alligator season starts annually on the first Wednesday of September and continues for 30 days. In Louisiana, an alligator hunter must either own land or lease land that is classified as a wetland habitat to qualify for alligator harvest tags. The Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries issues harvest tags for property containing sufficient alligator habitat capable of sustaining an alligator harvest. The region's alligator population has increased from less than 100,000 to more than 2 million in the past 50 years. There are also nearly 1 million alligators on farms in Louisiana. Louisiana is divided into east and west alligator hunting zones. Each zone has specific opening and closing dates. The east zone opens on the last Wednesday of August and the west zone opens on the first Wednesday of September. Each zone remains open for 60 days from the opening date. Baited hooks and lines may be set no more than 24 hours before the general open season, and shall be removed no later than sunset on the last day of the open season. While the likes of Cheyenne wheat appear to enjoy hunting gators, the law also ensures it's done rightly, and these creatures are duly managed. LDWF's Alligator Management Program is recognized internationally as a wildlife conservation success story and a model for sustainable use. The principles of this program have been applied to managing crocodilian species worldwide. Furthermore, alligators may be harvested between the official sunrise and sunset only. No nighttime harvest is allowed. Gator hunters like Pickle didn't just wake up and begin hunting. They had to strictly adhere to certain guidelines. As a hunter, she must apply for alligator tags before the season. An alligator hunter license applicant must submit the following. A completed alligator hunter license application form includes the hunter's information, proof of property ownership containing parish, township, range, section, and acreage information, a map outlining the property to be hunted, and a landowner's signature indicating permission for the hunter to harvest alligators on the property. If applicable, a legal alligator hunting lease may be submitted. Alligator hunting licenses cost $25, and there is no cost for alligator tags. Alligator meat has a very mild taste and is a versatile substitute in recipes calling for veal, chicken, and most seafood. Choice cuts of meat, primarily the tail and jaw, can be readily used in any recipe. The body and leg meat can be just as tasty with just a little extra preparation and special recipes. Alligators are also low in fat. Find out more about alligator meat cuts, preparation tips, and recipes. When it comes to alligator harvest, Louisiana is king. Louisiana alligator hunters harvest over 30,000 wild alligators annually, and farmers harvest over 280,000 farm-raised alligators annually. Raw meat and hide values were estimated at over $10 million for the wild harvest and over $33 million for the farm harvest in 2005. However, these figures aren't what kept Cheyenne in the game. Her passion for ensuring a safe and enabling environment for her people, as well as devoting to her family's needs, has been her priority. While this may seem easy, she has undoubtedly encountered several challenges. As a gator hunter, it's sad that every day you are faced with the possibility of being eaten or injured by wild animals. As long as there's a specific season to harvest alligators, the daily and season quotas are equal to the number of alligator tags that a licensed alligator hunter possesses. There are no size restrictions on wild alligators taken during the general open season. In a video shared by Pickle Wheat, she happily shared how she had harvested about 20 to 25 alligators during the open season. During this 30-day window, some of these gator hunters earn most of their annual income culling alligators. Therefore, the ultimate goal for the alligator hunters is to tag out before the season ends. Most of the hunters spend the rest of the year harvesting other species like fish, crawfish, shrimp, crabs, raccoons, turtles, and many others. This is evident as Cheyenne made a post on other animals, such as deer, on social media. This augments their yearly incomes and holds down full-time jobs in other industries. Having looked at what it's been like for Cheyenne to be a gator hunter in Louisiana, let's go further by looking at how she has successfully navigated her career path as a gator hunter. Pickle also displays how her alligators are being harvested by hook and line, bow and arrow, and firearms, except for shotguns. The possession of shotguns is prohibited while hunting or taking wild alligators. The fishing method, as seen often in her videos, which involves the use of hook and line, is the most common. While viewers may enjoy watching Pickle harvest gators, there's indeed a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Let's take a look at some challenges faced by Pickle. Scary moment where Pickle thought her life was over. Getting bitten, according to Pickle, is a regular occurrence. Being pulled into the murky waters and having a huge gator swim and thrash right underneath you, however, doesn't happen too often. Yet when it does, it's pretty scary, even for seasoned pros like Pickle and her pals. A couple of years ago, disaster almost struck. Pickle was pulled in when trying to lift a gator onto the boat. She was unarmed and in big trouble. According to her, she fell on top of him and he was swimming in between my legs. She described this as a pretty scary experience. He was on the line, and we were trying to pull him up, but because I was already leaning over the front of the boat, when we hit a cypress stump, I went straight into the water. She further mentioned that the alligator was attached to the tree and the line, which wrapped me up. I'd say that was one of the scariest experiences. At the time, she was working with the legendary catcher Troy Landry, who was also known as Mr. Troy, a true veteran of the swamp who's seen it all over the years. When he started to look worried, Pickle knew she was in trouble. She recalled that she wasn't even nervous until I saw how scared Mr. Troy was. She had to at this point because the legendary king of the swamp was scared. That kind of made her a little nervous. She was scared when she saw his face, but she knew if they kept it together and managed to get the job done, it would be okay. The situation appeared grave, yet Pickle and Mr. Troy were able to stay incredibly calm. In a flash, Pickle was thrown a gun, and the gator was stopped in its deadly tracks. It happened so fast, she added. According to her, things happen daily, but there's nothing you can really prepare for. She further added that she has gotten wrapped up by ropes and pulled in before. However, it didn't put her off. There's really no reason to be scared, she said. We have been around it our whole lives, so I hope to raise them in the same way that I was brought up. These words of hers showed how much of a fighter and overcomer Pickle has grown to be. Pickle Wheat's journey to pursue her dream. With an environment as favorable as Louisiana, Cheyenne's love of hunting, handed down from her grandfather, was able to serve her beyond the legacy associated with family names alone. Cheyenne has taken the history of her people and made a fascinating career out of it. His skills in alligator hunting and trapping defined her career, and she began to make a name for herself. What was once a hobby has now become a very popular lifestyle. For Cheyenne, the main reason for being a gator hunter is not only to enjoy the hunt, but especially to be a tool for controlling crocodile populations in the swampy region of the Atchafalaya River. The Atchafalaya Basin is home to over 65 different species of animals, including various reptiles, and is one of the most deer-dominated areas. Cheyenne's job, which includes trapping and killing gators when necessary, ensures the ecosystem is not disturbed, resulting in destruction. The television show The Swamp People wonderfully documented the importance of her work, showing viewers the way she captures swans, the good and bad things that come from her career path, and the dangers involved, although she always has a way to navigate through these difficulties in a way that surprises her viewers. While Cheyenne is mostly known for her ability to hunt gators, it's her hunting skills that extend beyond that. These hunting skills go far beyond hunting on the water. Her versatility as a hunter has led her to pursue a variety of game, including deer and turkeys. Her ability to follow through and other skills she picked up from his family means she is cooperative with the outdoors. Pickle is adorably mysterious, as she has a way of keeping to herself. Extrovert in public, extremely private off camera. Contrary to the outgoing and energetic persona Cheyenne has endeared viewers to, her personal life tells a different tale. Not much is known about her early life or her personal life because she often keeps to herself. Details about her life, including her educational background, remained undisclosed. Pickle Wheat does not share too much about her personal life with the world. She's very private, and she seems to enjoy keeping things to herself. She has social media, but she doesn't appear to use it very often. Her last post on her Instagram account is from 2019. The reality that she keeps components of her lifestyle hidden most effectively makes her more captivating. It's like trying to clear up a puzzle. The more you analyze, the more you want to find out. Cheyenne's capacity to hold secrets and techniques makes her even more attractive to her fans. Even though she shares nothing much about her personal life, she is also known to have a wonderful life aside from that. Pickle's life away from the hunting field. Pickle was previously linked to her Swamp People castmate Troy Landry, but she moved on with Joshua as of at least November 2022 when they announced their pregnancy news. We can judge from Pickle's social media that since announcing their baby on the way, the couple has spent quality time together outdoors, where she feels most at home. Indeed, she helped him slay his first beast, which they showed off on Instagram. The duo enjoyed Mardi Gras with Joshua's son in February, and now they are likely taking time away from social media to bask in their new baby's joy. Thanks for updating fans about Mommy's safe arrival, Pickle. Season 14 of Swamp People is airing on the History Channel. Season 15 is yet to be announced. Meanwhile, Pickle also appears on the spin-off Swamp People Serpent Invasion, where, yes, she helps wrestle giant snakes. Pickle, real name Cheyenne, is dating Joshua Kippas, who is a new dad of 2. He's an emergency medical technician who has a child from a previous relationship. In November 2022, the reality star shared the happy news that she and Joshua were having a baby together, posting her sonogram photos on Facebook. In January, the star shared that she was expecting a girl, writing on Facebook. In her words, she said that many of you may already know, but if not, here's some big news. Cheerfully, she exclaimed that a little lady is coming in May, and whoever she may be, she hopes the world is as kind to her as her fans are to her. She concluded by saying she loves her fans. Then, in late April of 2023, the couple's baby arrived safe and sound, with Pickle posting a series of sweet photos of the newborn, whose name is Miami. According to The Bump, Miami is a Japanese baby name that means smile of truth. Meanwhile, Joshua has a private Instagram account, so he hasn't shared photos of the baby or of his famous girlfriend, unless you count his profile picture, which features the EMT with the reality star and his son. Cheyenne, on the other hand, is no stranger to social media. She can be found on Instagram, where she has a follower base of 32,000 devoted fans. A dive into her Instagram makes it obvious that for Cheyenne, hunting is not just a hobby she engages in to pass the time or a job she does because of the financial perks, but it is a deep part of life, one that cannot be taken from her without first trying to sever the thread that ties her to this way of life from the time of her ancestors until this very moment. Although there are lots of images populating her Instagram that will send you down a rabbit hole as you connect the dots that tell the story of her life, a common image is one that shows her proficiency with a bow, with one striking image being of her confidently tugging at the strings of her bow as she shows off her skill in handling the weapon. Her Instagram feed features a large array of photos that will have any animal lover returning for a little bit of dopamine from the evident love she has for animals. From dogs to rabbits and even to snakes, Cheyenne loves them all, showcasing them in her social media feed in a way that warms the hearts of those who scroll through her page. Cheyenne's digital footprint is not limited to Instagram. The Gator Hunter also has a Facebook account, which, much like her Instagram, shows pictures and videos of her for her fans to see, and also to store beloved memories. Her hunting prowess is evidenced in her photos, where she poses with alligators she caught. However, in the past, following her introduction to Swamp People, rumors started to go around about her possible relationship with Chase Landry, although the rumors were never confirmed. With Cheyenne and Chase being highly skilled alligator hunters, both from Louisiana and from families with a tradition of alligator hunting that has stemmed from generations before them, it was no wonder the two managed to form a strong connection. Unfortunately, Chase and Cheyenne are secretive, which also meant that whatever chemistry the viewers noticed between them went unaddressed. Despite the show's focus on alligator hunting fueling adrenaline, intense action, and a thrill for adventure, it was difficult to miss the connection that budded between the two during the hunting season. Dating rumors soon sparked, and the two were reported to have begun dating in October 2020. However, although it was not confirmed, things seem to have gone south as Cheyenne has since deleted all the pictures of her and Chase together from her Instagram account. So many people wonder how lucrative this gator hunting might be, that Pickle risks her life every year to harvest alligators. How much does Pickle make as a gator hunter? Aside from the thrill that Cheyenne experiences while hunting alligators, there are many other reasons why the swamp people are such a good choice for her, one of which is the financial perks. The cast of Swamp People is reported to earn anywhere between $10,000 and $30,000 per episode featured in the series. Although the work they put in to earn the money they make is not for everyone, the finances can be sure to turn the eyes and minds of even the faintest of hearts and the most squeamish of people, although Cheyenne cannot claim to be one of the originals of the show, having been introduced to the show during its 12th season. While she may not have earned as much as those who started the series and had become fan favorites by then, Cheyenne would have earned a staggering $100,000 by the time the season ended, which was not a bad bargain when doing what you love. The allure of the alligator industry does not truly show the significant financial potential it holds. Living as a gator hunter not only has an impact on finances, it also has an impact on outward appearance, but given Pickle's rare genes, she doesn't look the part. She may not look the part, but definitely plays the part. Cheyenne's appearance and physical features. Standing at 5 inches 7 with an impressive frame that is a result of her time spent outdoors and the work she has done to get to the place that she is now, Cheyenne towers over most women. Her frame has its first share of benefits, as she commands a strong presence wherever she goes. Although we cannot attribute it all to her impressive frame, Cheyenne has made a name for herself and carved out a reputation as well that manages to raise eyebrows when mentioned in the midst of those who have heard of her. Not everyone can feel at home when faced with dreadful reptiles capable of rendering a person one limb short after all. In addition to her height, she also maintains a weight of 125 pounds. Her height and weight are not the only things people notice when they see her, however. Despite the path she treads that has no place for prima donnas, Cheyenne has been described by fans of the show as beautiful, a factor that has remained constant since her introduction into the show. With brown eyes that show her fierceness, intensity, and determination when she's in her field, and yet capable of showing excitement, beauty, and a deep sense of self when she speaks, Cheyenne's look contributes to her unique charm. The brunette manages to leave a lasting impression on those who follow her. Additionally, Cheyenne's natural look does not take away from her beauty. Instead, it has managed to add to her overall appeal, with the audience seeing her as someone they can relate to whenever they watch her. As a gator hunter, it's a weird day when Cheyenne doesn't find herself in taxing places that demand her attention in every area. Her choice of clothing when filming an episode speaks of her desire for comfort and nothing more, as she navigates terrain that is otherwise considered dangerous and is often avoided by others. Cheyenne is usually dressed in camouflage gear and comfortable clothes that align with her field of work, making it easier to navigate when faced with certain situations. Cheyenne's online presence and social media activities reveal her in her natural light. What are your thoughts about the heartbreaking tragedy of pickling wheat from Life Below Zero? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're here, click on the video on the screen for more content like this one.